Well, he's got a key to the city of Lafayette, Louisiana, but with the present company, Daniel Cormier here, I'm not sure I'm going to go so far as to call him the king of Lafayette, but Dustin Poirier has become a UFC champion, and he remains one of the best lightweights in the world.
If he's not the king of Lafayette, he's one of the kings of the UFC's lightweight division. A phenomenal striker, has such great boxing, big, strong, long arms, and an ability to fight through so much adversity to try and accomplish his goals. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the lightweight division, but also has the ability to knock you out and just outgrind you over 25 minutes.
And at times, competing as a featherweight, he was almost a victim of his own success. He did so well that he stayed down there. Of course, since moving up to 155 pounds, he has put his best foot forward, and he draws yet another elite lightweight in this spot tonight. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev, the man many of these fight fans have come out to see here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, to get us started now, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo world champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man is proven elite as well. A true 5-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up.
Knee on belly, postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground calls. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Straight left counter finds its own.
Oh, nice counter left.
Closing the distance here. Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he escapes.
He got Wow, that is great submission defense. Strong reversal there.
Well, he's got his back now.
There it is. Now he's on him out.
Poirier gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Landed that one.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Now he's got the single counter in the clinch. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Well, you got to think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was going to get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a Damian Maia type of wrestling, where they get close to you, they hook their feet, they drag you to the mat, knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble. Because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a...
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt.
Got that submission locked up very tight.
Oh, now he bails on the submission. So many layers to Islam Makhachev's game when it comes to the trips and the wrist control and everything else. This has been a grappling clinic thus far tonight.
A beautiful grappling clinic. And, John, it isn't limited to just the takedown. It's the takedown. It's the submission. It's the leg attacks. He does so many things to try to get you into the position that he wants you in. Tonight he has found so much success in doing that, and anytime he fights at this level with this much success, you expect him to be far ahead. And that's exactly where we are right now. Yep, gotta be very careful there.
All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Under a minute now to go round one.
Look at that. Recognized he was about to lose position. Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well.
He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Postures up now and lands a vicious head strike. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, sit down, buddy. Take a deep breath for me. All right, get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked him and nearly got him out of there. We'll see who has the upper hand now here moving forward.
That was a huge moment for him in that round. He found the shot, blocked his opponent, couldn't get the finish, but he had to feel good walking back to the corner and now getting back off the stool to start the next round.
Makhachev's in half guard. Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground. Oh, he's got his back. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Islam Makhachev. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. Another ground and pound strike lands. Makhachev's back in full mount.
He's got to be
be careful here.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Makhachev. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Man, he ate another shot right on that cut. You think his vision has been compromised at all?
No, it has to, right? Because you got to be able to see to fight. And right now, he's been targeted in that area, and you can see it worsening.
Makhachev's in half guard.
Great job finding his shots from the top position. Got to watch his neck.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, gives up on the submission now. We'll see where he goes from here.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. Doctor's going to take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
He's taking a close look. Going back to the referee, looks as though he's going to allow the action to continue. Fans like that decision, but for the compromised fighter, maybe got to take some chances.
He's going to take a lot of chances now because he's got to rush. He cannot be as patient as he intended to be with that amount of swelling.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
You can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives you the level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Well, shades of...
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, he is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
While working pretty effectively from the top here, nice ground and pound by Makhachev. Well, he has certainly kept the punch counters busy tonight. He's landed a ton of significant strikes and clearly is winning this fight tonight.
He's winning this fight going away, and it's one of those rare instances where everything comes together. Great shot from the top position.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Poirier's cut is getting worse. The cut man chomping at the bit to get in there. He'll have to wait for the break between rounds if we get there.
Great defense by this fighter.
Let's go, bro. Stay busy on the ground, bro.
Right down.
Making all these shots count. We might get a stoppage here soon. What a fight so far.
Stop.
All right, so that round is in the books. Poirier's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see.
I don't want it.
All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight.
Keep moving your feet.
Can't take many of those, you better check. Oh, my God.
Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Oh, and there's that hook. This time, no good. Poirier's an absolutely bloody mess right now. Cut man knows he's got his work cut out for him between rounds. Overhand left swing miss. Oh, a huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that passive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Makhachev's in half guard now. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that, where a guy is just too tough. He's not going to win this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is over.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is thudding off the mat.
Keep your top control and look for those elbows.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, big shots raining down.
In the half guard.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much...
Makhachev's trying for a submission here.
Arms in deep. The armbar is almost locked in. He's got to be very patient if he wants to get a finish and not lose his position. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
I can see the ringside position starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place. This is where he wants to be.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Nice. Nice shots landing from the top position. Short time now in the round.
Short elbows, short elbows. I want you inbound now.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
30 seconds left.
Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Big ground and pound.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there.
You got to protect yourself more.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing. He passes to half. Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to his spot.
All right, well, things are getting critical now. Oh, big shots here.
It's over.
Islam Makhachev gets the win by TKO.
Oh, boy.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
All right, the official decision is inside the octagon. That's where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 45 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
So there he is in full celebration mode now, the undisputed, reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world. He came in with all the hype, with all the pressure, and he rose above it here tonight, getting his hand raised by way of the TKO. And if this #1 contender had nothing for the champion, I'm just not sure who at 155 pounds is going to beat this guy.